Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're taking a truly terrifying, heart-pounding home emergency, and we're going to turn it into a completely manageable situation. We are breaking down the exact step-by-step process you need to stop a plumbing disaster right in its tracks. I want you to imagine this scenario. If a pipe burst in your home, literally, right now, sending gallons of water across your floors, would you know exactly how to stop the flood? It's a high-stakes question, I know. But listen, by the end of this explainer, you are going to be the hero of your household, completely armed with the knowledge to act fast before water absolutely ruins your home. So let's just dive right in. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going from immediate crisis management to long-term proactive tech. We'll hit the ticking water bomb, locating your main valve, ball versus gate valves, securing the scene, and finally, the smart home defense. All right, starting with Section 1, the ticking water bomb. Now, it is absolutely crucial to understand that a sudden pipe burst or a major leak, it isn't some slow, gradual process. It can cause serious property damage in just a matter of minutes. But, and this is a massive but, before you rush in, you have got to prioritize safety and avoid standing water if there's an electrical risk. This is a critical warning straight from our source material. If water is pooling anywhere near electrical outlets, appliances, or, an active electrical panel, stop. Do not step in that water. You literally must switch off the power to those affected areas first before you do absolutely anything else. Moving on to Section 2, locating your main valve. Now that we understand the stakes here, we need to shift to a proactive hunt. I am urging you, find this crucial lifeline when conditions are perfectly normal, way before a disaster actually strikes. You really don't want to be hunting for this in the dark while standing in a cold puddle, right? So if you don't know where your valve is, here are the most common hiding spots. First, check your basement. You want to look specifically near where the incoming water line enters the foundation. Not there? Okay, look in your utility room or maybe your crawl space. Still no luck? Inspect your garage or even outside at your buried meter box. And hey, once you find it, make sure you keep that area completely clear of boxes and stored items so it's instantly accessible. That brings us to Section 3, ball versus gate valves. Okay, so once you've actually located your shutoff valve, you're going to find there's a big mechanical difference in how to operate it. Notice how clearly these two mechanisms contrast. If you've got a ball valve, it's incredibly simple. It really just requires a quick quarter turn so the straight handle sits perpendicular to the pipe. Boom, that stops the flow. But if you have a gate valve, the one with a round wheel handle, you need to turn that wheel clockwise, to the right, and it usually takes multiple full rotations to completely close that gate inside. You need to know exactly what physical motion your specific house requires. But I need to throw in a massive caveat here, directly from our source. It says avoid forcing the valve. Excessive force can worsen the problem. Look, if you go to turn your valve and it feels stuck, like you're hitting significant resistance, stop. Take a breath and reassess. Breaking the main valve off right in your hand during a sheer panic, that is only going to multiply your water damage and turn a totally manageable leak into a complete nightmare. All right, Section 4, securing the scene. Okay, let's say you've successfully turned the valve. Good job. Now we need to shift focus to the immediate aftermath and actually confirm the threat is neutralized. You've got to walk through this crucial testing sequence. Step 1. Test the nearest cold water fixtures, like a sink or a tub spout, just to verify the water flow has actually stopped. Step 2. Go check your toilets to make sure they aren't still refilling, and really listen closely for any running water sounds hidden behind the walls. And Step 3. Once you confirm the flow is 100% stopped, go ahead and open a faucet briefly. This safely relieves all that remaining pressure in your plumbing lines so you don't get secondary leaks from pressurized pipes. So, the crucial point here is what you do next. While you're waiting for the plumber to show up, you have to immediately pivot to damage control. Safely move your valuables out of the splash zone, throw down some buckets or towels under any remaining drips, and start your drying efforts immediately to cut down the risk of mold. Oh, and finally, take really clear photos of the leak and the affected areas. Trust me, that documentation is going to seriously speed up the repair diagnosis, and it'll be a total game changer for your insurance claims. Next up, Section 5, the smart home defense. Let's pivot away from all this manual, reactive panic and look toward modern, proactive prevention. We're talking about some incredible advanced plumbing tech listed in our source material. This brilliantly illustrates how you can future-proof your home with smart defenses. We've got the Moen Flow Smart Water Monitor for automatic shutoffs the very second a leak is detected, the Zoller Aquanaut battery backup system, which has built-in Wi-Fi for your sump pump, and the Airthings Wave Radon detector. Implementing smart shutoffs and Wi-Fi-enabled backups means your home basically defends itself. You might never have to manually fight this kind of emergency in the dark ever again. Of course, sometimes manual intervention fails, or the leak is simply way beyond a main valve shutoff. Our source notes that when things escalate, local 24/7 experts, specifically the professional plumbers from Smart Housing Systems, Inc., are standing by. They cover the greater North Shore and northwest suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, around the clock. If you happen to be in that Illinois service area, this is your ultimate lifeline, 224-754-1984. Honestly, go ahead and punch that into your phone right now. Whether you end up needing professional excavation, some complex pipe repair, or full-on water damage restoration, keeping a 24/7 emergency hotline saved in your contacts is hands down the smartest backup plan you can have. Which brings us to our final critical thought for this explainer. Will you just wait for the next plumbing disaster to strike, or will you secure your home's smart defense today? Seriously, don't wait for the water to start rising. Take 10 minutes today, literally right after this. Go find your valve, test it gently, and consider upgrading your plumbing security. Thanks so much for joining me, and stay dry out there.